There we go, you guys can all see me now. This stool's helping a little. Good evening, class of 2021. Look at us. We made it. When I finally realized that speaking at commencement meant that I actually had to give a speech, I started asking around for ideas, and everybody told me to talk about three things. Keep me awake, make me laugh, and don't make me cry. Well, I can try to talk really loud into this microphone to keep you all awake, but I wouldn't really say I'm much of a comedian. I may have spent a semester in creative writing, but I certainly can't write a tearjerker, so I'll give it my best shot for the next few minutes. It's pretty amazing to think we spent the last 4 years in this building next to us, all to be sitting here today with square hats on our heads, dressed like grapes, bearing this crazy heat. But that isn't to say what we've accomplished at Waunakee High School isn't due for congratulations, because it certainly is. Every teacher, parent, coach, staff member all deserve a pat on the back, a big hug, and a thank you. Every one of them has had to put up with us running to the lunch line on Warrior Wing Wednesday, and for those of us lucky to have Mr. McDonough before lunch, we were always first in line. They dealt with us crying over the chemistry lab final that we all thought was next to impossible, and we all know they tolerated us parking in the visitor spot this whole year. But hey, who's visiting the school anyways? Thank you to all the math teachers that taught us how to say parabola correctly, even though one of us always said parabola first. Thank you to all the biology teachers that made us dissect those fetal pigs freshman year that made the halls smell for weeks. Thank you to the history teachers that made us memorize the preamble, and of course, thank you to the administrators that blasted the Friday song over the speakers. By the way, guys, you could have always asked us for song suggestions. Wink, wink. So on behalf of the class of 2021, thank you. In the coming months, life is likely going to change for most of us. No matter what your path is after today, we will experience a big adjustment in just a short while. Not too long ago, our biggest worry was that we wouldn't have nap time in first grade like we did in kindergarten. We used to run home to show our moms our art projects, and no matter how bad they were, and boy oh boy were they bad, they were always hung up on the fridge. And I know all you moms out there still have those somewhere. I still remember playing Foursquare in fourth grade in the recess, and eating lunch on the steps of the old intermediate school. The point is that as much as we may not know what the future holds, we'll always share a common past. Maybe 5, 10, or 15 years till I see all you again, we'll always be able to reminisce about our time here and find comfort in that. We'll always have the safety net of a fantastic education and valuable life skills learned here at Waunakee over the past 13 years of our lives. This is something we ought to be grateful for. Like most of you, I was counting down the days until graduation, hoping each day would pass a little faster than the last. As I stand here before you tonight, excited for my future, I can't help but feel a little melancholy for what we're leaving behind. Whether it be our teachers, coaches, friends, or somebody else that's kind of our last hurrah. We're saying goodbye to a lot of people that impacted our lives in a huge way. They've taught us life lessons, given us a shoulder to cry on, and made us roll with laughter. So with that, if you would all please join me on the count of 3 to say thank you. Ready, everybody? 1, 2, 3, thank you! Oh, come on, that was weak sauce. Let's do it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, thank you! Very good. And now it would be my honor to introduce my friend and peer, Shreya Kata. Do you think you're gonna need this stool, Shreya?